Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around, hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style. They be at the brand new.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
second down. Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Look at the big fella go. He's going to have the first down and more than that. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hopkins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Jacobs is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 6-0 our score after one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch...
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Ready, go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Check 26, check 26. Go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Check 3,
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Check 3.
Looking to pass. Tua flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Inside give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 20. Seven. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance them.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advanced the ball.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tua to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Tackled by Chris Harris, who, of course, used to play for these Broncos. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And they feeling cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.